Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Week 11 NFL picks and predictions. Nick Alberici here again. Um, I'm sorry this is a little bit later than usually. I release it. What time is it? 8:30. Usually I release it like 5 o'clock, but I had shit to do today, so I was busy. Um, but at least I'm getting them in now. I'll be releasing 10 minutes after this video is over. So already week 11, and first of all, let me start. The Vikings. I predicted that game last week. That's one. I said 30-23, but 27-20 is good. But you know what? If they win this week, that rant video, see ya. But I'm just happy we played good. But I'll talk about them when I get to the game. They're like 5 games down my list. But week 11 already gonna be tomorrow's the 18th. Wow, it just feels like it was week 1. I don't know, man. So here we go. Thursday Night Football, Patriots at Falcons. The Patriots are 7-point favorites on the road. The over-under is 47. That line right there is kind of telling me 7 on the road, Thursday Night Football like that the Patriots are going to win. Atlanta to me is you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm definitely going to say the Patriots win here. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I don't think Atlanta gets blown out 2 weeks in a row because last week I'm looking at the box score with their game. Oh God, 43-3. They ain't gonna get blown out again. I think it's gonna be it could be a 10-point game. It's not that's not a blowout. That's a standard football game. 10 points. I'm gonna give it 27-17 New England here. Just that typical Thursday night game where first half it could be close, and after that, it's then the Patriots get separation. But the Patriots are coming off a blowout win. The Falcons are coming off a blowout loss, and I think that's a main factor into it after a short week too. Bill Belichick likes to take the best guy out of the game, but New England takes the dub there. On the Sunday, November 21st, we start with the Colts at the Bills in Buffalo. Another game, 7-point favorites. Over under is 50. Bills definitely take this. They're back on track now. I wouldn't be surprised they somehow, some way won out. The Colts, they get wins, but they're not clean. You know what I mean? They're just ugly. So the Bills should be able to return home this week and do what they do best. Just win games. I think they could beat them by 14 right here. I could see it being 31-17 Bills. Wentz should be able to move it downfield, but he'll throw a couple picks, maybe one in the red zone or some shit like that. But, yeah, so the Bills will take that win. Not much to say there. Ravens at Bears. Definitely a brutal loss to the Ravens last week. First of all, Ravens are 4.5 over under 45. Brutal. There's nowhere you could put it. It's brutal. That was a brutal loss losing to the Dolphins. I didn't expect that. Yeah, so I think Lamar Jackson's sick right now, but that ain't gonna stop him from not playing. He'll definitely play. Ravens should win here. The Bears, the Bears are the Bears, are the same team every year. Besides 2018, they got lucky. But yeah, so I'm looking forward, to Lamar for me in fantasy. I'm looking forward to a nice, 10-point win from the Ravens. Give it 31-21 here. I know the over-under is only 45, but I kind of like that to go kind of over, to be honest. Slightly over, but give me the Ravens here. Should be an entertaining game. All right. Here's my lock of the week. I'm going to do it. Even though they're banged up, Browns over the Lions. Cleveland's 11.5. Over-under is 43.5. The Lions, wow, they are undefeated in November. They're on. They had the bye week, and now they tied last week. So, here's their first loss. So they lasted till November 21st. I lost this month. Yeah. So Cleveland should win here. I think it's really gonna be. I think it could be a blowout. I just think Goff sucks. What is he gonna throw for this week? 64 yards. Brutal. Um, so yeah, it's probably gonna be another sloppy game. It says 51 degrees and raining. So yeah, there's no way the Browns should lose at home. If they do, it's a train wreck. Yeah, just give me the Browns here. I'm just gonna say 35, 35-10. The Lions just brutal. Next game, you can say this is a lock of the week too, but I'm gonna have more faith in Cleveland against the Lions. Titans, Texans, Tennessee's 10, over under 44.5. This would definitely be my lock if Henry was there. But it still is a lock, but my confidence booster pick was the Browns. Give me the Titans here. I'm not gonna spend much time here. We know it's gonna happen here. Another blowout. It's probably gonna be two early blowouts. Give me the Titans. So some of these scores are hard to predict, but give me a 34-14 win. There you go for Tennessee. Yeah, I mean they just beat the Saints. They look decent. They didn't look too good, but they look good against the Rams. So there you go. Let me get a water for talking about this game because a game's coming up. Man. Packers, Vikings. Everybody knew probably what game was coming up. Green Bay's 2. Over under is 49. Now, Aaron Jones is out. I mean, we obviously know that. Dylan's in. I'm starting Dylan in one of my leagues. This line to me is a little bit weird. Even though it's in Minnesota, it's a little bit weird. Don't get me wrong. This game could go either way. It could go either way. I'm not saying it's not. This is a game of the week that could go either way. Give me a close game here, but this line is weird. It's only Green Bay is 2 minus 125. It's a little bit strange. You would think an 8-2 team playing a 4-5 team would be even though it's in Min, this should be 4 or 5. You know what I mean? I think it's a little bit low. I never getting guys back on D. They're losing guys, but don't matter. It's Rodgers. He's God. Devontae Adams. I think our crowd's a major factor. And don't get me wrong. I'm going to say it again. I'm not going to be surprised if we lost. I'm not going to be surprised if we win. I'm expecting a win, and I'm going to predict a win because Minnesota needs it more in Green Bay, I think, right now. And I think it's going to be another close game. Minnesota nail biter down to the wire. I'm going to come down to the running backs in this game. I think it could be late in the game. I trust Cook more than Dillon. Obviously, QBs, you could trust Rodgers more. But if we win this week, it's a good time to say it. If we win, you can say, Kirk Cousins, you shut everybody up. That's all I want to say, like you did against the Saints 2 years ago in the wild card round. Give me Min 28-24 here. This is it could be the Green Bay could win 31-28. It could go either way, but it's our last hard game until we start getting some easy games. So we'll see what happens. But I really think that we could take it here. Dolphins Jets next game. Miami's 3, 44.5. I think Miami absolutely destroys them. Joe Flacco's the quarterback, and he's brutal. I know he probably knows the offense, but his first start, he's going to get, it shouldn't be fun. I think Miami wins by way more than 3. I think they can win here by like 10 to 17 points. I'll go in the middle. I'll give a nice 13-point win for him. I'll just say 27-14. People are saying that's not like really a destroy fest, but on paper it will be. After that big win against the Ravens last week, you really think they're going to be slow against the Jets? I don't think so. So, give them the win there. Next game, Saints at Eagles. Over under 43, Phillies 1.5. I'm not going to lie, this is going to be the first time all year I'm going to pick the Eagles in here. I'm really surprised. But this is another game could go either way. Don't get me wrong. But, yeah. I think the Eagles, the Saints, if they had Winston, I'd pick the Saints, but Simeon stinks. I think the Eagles could really, get to him, you know what I mean? Like, the tight end for the Saints, I don't even know who the tight end is over there. Isn't it? Don't even know because the Saints are not without Breeze. Nobody cares anymore. So the Saint Eagles suck against the tight end, but give me the Eagles here. I'm gonna say the Eagles win in a squeaker. I'm gonna give the Eagles a 2-point win, 23-21. Um, but obviously wouldn't be surprised if the Saints got the win. But that should be another entertaining game in the 1 o'clock hour. Okay, wait. Okay. Wow, a lot of 1 o'clock games this week. Washington at Panthers is the next game. Carolina is 3.5. That game last week for Washington was a fraud over Tampa. Yeah, like I said, Newton's, he's back. He'll start. Not PJ Walker. He'll start Newton. Um, yeah, Panthers will win here. I mean, there's really no way to put it. Like Panthers will win. I mean, Washington, they got lucky last week. They're playing Ron Rivera, the Panthers. They want to stick it up his ass. But give me the Panthers here in a 7-point win. I'm going to say 24-17. I think, it's that type of game. It's, both teams will stay in it. Nobody will get blown out. And yeah. Last 1 o'clock game, 49ers at Jaguars. San Fran is 6 on the road. They looked really good last week, surprisingly, against the Rams. I didn't think that was coming. Might rain this game, though, but the 49ers should win no matter what, unless they come out flat after a Monday night performance. But the 49ers should definitely get this dub. It's going to be kind of low scoring, though, what you think. I think it could be, 23-14. I don't think, that high, both of these offenses are, but yeah, 23-14 sounds about right. Before we get into the 4 o'clock games, the only 2 teams on buys this week is the Broncos and Rams. So there's one less game this week, which is not really a big deal. Now here's the 4 o'clock games. Bengals, Raiders. Cincinnati's only a 1-point favorite on the road. Now, the Raiders had, Ruggs, if they had Ruggs and whoever else, that team's a mess right now. I'd probably pick the Raiders here, but I'll go with the Bengals. I trust Burrow more than Carr. I trust just Bengals offense in general more. I think I know they got blown out last week, the Raiders, but Bengals coming off a bye, that's another factor. Give me Cincy 26-21. The Bengals, they could put up a stinker here, but I have more faith in their offense than the Raiders. So that's a big good game. Though, don't get me wrong. Here's the game probably of the week. You think, and it depends, but Cowboys at Chiefs. The America's game of the week on Fox. Buck and Aikman. So it's the big game. I like KC here. I think they're finally back on track. You know what I mean? They're back. They're struggling, scoring 13 points, 17 points, 14 points, 3 points. I mean, holy shit. Like, you don't see that from a championship club, kind of. And they're a championship club. I mean, they didn't win it, obviously, last year, but they're built to win. Seen a better day. But both of these, this would be a shootout. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 40s, but I'm not going to go that high. I'm going to give it a nice 38-34 win for Kansas City. I think this could really be high scoring. 56.5 is the over under, but I have it way over. I think Purdue for a nice, good high scoring game. And Mahomes, another big game. I don't want to say it because he's against me in fantasy, but of course he'll do good against me. But I think I'll win this week. So, but that should be a really good game. I'm entertained to see that. Arizona at Seattle. Arizona's 2.5. Now, if Kyler Murray don't play, I'll pick Seattle here. But if Kyler Murray does play, which I think he will, him and Hopkins, Arizona wins. So for right now, just give me the Cardinals. I'm just gonna stick with it. It's not for right now. 'Cause I'm not gonna do another video and say, hey, we're gonna do one prediction. I'm not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna say the Cardinals are gonna win no matter what happens. Over-under's 48. I don't know what to say about this game, though. I mean, I could see it really being like a 5-point win. I'm just going to say 4-point win. 31-27 for Arizona right here. Seattle did look like shit last week, though. Don't get me wrong. They looked like fucking poo. You know what I mean? They look bad. But yeah, Arizona should win here. They're actually they need a win. Because the Rams, if the Rams, they'll get hot again. But give me Arizona. Sunday night football. Chargers Steelers. Or Steelers Chargers don't really matter. In Los Angeles, Chargers are 5.5-point favorites. You notice something that are more than the Vikings when they were against the Vikings. You know what I mean? So that proves you right there. Chargers got it, in my opinion. They need a win. They really do. Pitt, is Big Ben back? Is he not? I don't know, but EMV, please. Chargers have him. I really think Herbert, he's due for something. He hasn't done like much in weeks. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm way more confident right here in the Chargers. I'm not a Pittsburgh guy. I think Chargers could win here by. They could win. I think they could really beat them by only by 6 though, because Herbert might struggle. It'll be the 20s again. It'll give me 30-24. I really think that that could be closer than what people think. You know what I mean? But it should be an entertaining Sunday night game. Don't get me wrong. Pitt has a decent defense. Chargers have some weapons. Should have a good game. Then on the Monday Night Football, Giants again on Monday night versus at Tampa. Tampa Bay's 11-point favorites. I know Brady struggles against the Giants, but they need a win too. He ain't gonna lose to those bums, especially at home. No way. Buccaneers will win here. Buccaneers will probably, they've been struggling, so only give me like a 10-14 point win. I don't think I'm gonna say give me 30-14. Give me a what is it? That's a 16-point win. Yeah, it's give me a 16-point win. I really think Tampa obviously is the way better team, as we all know. But it should be Monday Night Football. Usually it yields decent games, but like I said, Buccaneers need to win. They look brutal his last 2 weeks. Besides their bye week, they sat home, but no much improvement happened then. So, but that's it. That is your games, week 11. Like I said, I'm trying to speed up these videos a little bit more. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to sit here and talk about every aspect of a game. That's it. Like this is minute right now. It's at 17:48. This video. So for me, to get it, between 18 and 20 minutes every week. 20 minutes out of your night to sit and enjoy and watch. What you guys love to watch every Sunday. So that's how I look at it. Like I said, hopefully have another good week. I'm excited for this Vikings game this week, man. I really am. Because after this, we play the 49ers, which I think we could beat them, get on a little roll. So we'll see what happens. Already week 11. Obviously, this is a Wednesday night, and tomorrow's Thursday. Switching up to baseball. MVP's announced tomorrow night. Mike Schmidt is already announcing it for NL, so looks like Harper's going to get it, which is disappointing. Wanted Soto to get it, but don't affect my life. I know Soto's 1,000 times better, but it's all popularity. It's what all these MVP votings are. And that's it. So, officially getting into the cold season. I'm starting to really notice it. Last week, not really, but now, man, getting up for school early and shit like that, brutal. You know what I mean? We're getting 30 degrees, man. But that's when all right, we're getting towards playoff football and all that stuff. So it's like, all right, teams that better start winning. So that's Vikings. We should be 7-2 right now, something like that. All these tough losses, or at least 6-3. But I said I can't run. If we somehow make the playoffs, we have the 5th easiest schedule remaining. That'd be sweet. But anyway, hopefully we have another. I'm not gonna complain. Another good week, and the next week we'll have our Thanksgiving game. So I may do. I'll do predictions Wednesday, because Thanksgiving I have a half day from school. But there's a good chance maybe Tuesday. But I got like baseball workouts and stuff. So I'll probably do it Wednesday. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully, yeah, like I said, for the 20,000th time, you enjoy the games this week. Good luck to your fantasy teams. Hopefully, you get some wins. And like I said, let me know what your thoughts are on the games before this week, and you can debate with me what I think about my predictions, what your predictions are. We can talk about it. Enjoy the games this week, and as always, Skol Vikings.